students, it's Dr. Perks, of course, because who else would it be? I'm talking to you today about organizing your portfolio. So, I have a couple of key principles I want you to follow, but I do want you to, I would say, treat this as a flexible assignment in terms of how you organize it. I've seen a couple of different ways that students can organize this well, and I want you to use what strategy works best for you and the types of artifacts you have. So, first, a couple of key principles no matter, we're going to meet soon, of course. No matter what kind of organizational structure you had, it's crucial that your old and new portfolio pieces are clearly labeled because they're graded differently. Each piece should be contextualized with a write up referencing the co authorship, purpose, audience. It could be a variety of things. I did this for my internship because they needed X, Y, and Z. This was for SportsCom last fall. So just tell me a little bit about what I'm looking at. Separate from the context is a reflection paper, which is one page double spaced, and it has questions primarily about your new artifacts and your communication skill set moving forward. So be specific about how you plan to keep your skill set current. Just saying that you're going to keep up with trends is kind of like restating the question I asked. So, given the skills that you specifically need, what will you be doing? Will it involve LinkedIn Learning? Will it involve mentorship from someone in your career field? Will you attend conventions or kind of different professional development and networking options? What is it going to look like for you to stay current? And this final piece, number 4, is crucial. Everything needs to be accessible to me and your peer reviewer. I have had many seniors submit their portfolios, and I have to request permission to access their Google Drive or specific artifacts. And it's really important. Share it with a family member or a friend and ask them if they can open everything, because I've had to put in incompletes for some student grades in the past because they haven't gotten me those artifacts in time. So really keep that in mind and do your best. I'm going to switch over to my browser and just show you a couple of examples of how students have organized their work. This is from Katie Clark from last fall. She clearly has the new, so this is one folder for the senior seminar portfolio. Within that folder, she has the new and reflection folder, the old portfolio piece folder, and then this doc is one that I added because it's my grading and feedback. So if you give me editing rights, it makes the grading a lot easier for me to give you that feedback. And if we click in this folder, we can see very clearly these are her new pieces. These are the descriptions or the context of those new pieces. And then here's her reflection paper. As I grade, you can see how easy it is for me to click on things and know what they are. Okay, so we have 3 artifacts, and the description is here. Everything's very clearly labeled. I'll show you another example, which is perfectly fine. It works well and it's neat and clean. And this is from Shannon Kane from 2 years ago. She put everything just in one doc, not in folders. So she has her old piece, number 1 here. It's got a title, which is good. And then there's a link to her Google Drive. The context is below. And we can see that she repeats this same structure of artifact number 2. Here's a name for it. Here's a link to her SmugMug portfolio site. And then here's the context. Okay, we move next onto the new, again clearly labeled, more of the same. And then you can see the reflection paper below. It was a really great example. Katie's is fantastic and so is Shannon's. And so I hope those give you some ideas for how you can organize your portfolio to submit to me, but also have it ready for a prospective employer. All right, take care and let me know if you have any questions.